Christmas.
Christmas. Double Dads.
Episode 10.
It's been a hot minute.
Mm-hmm.
But it's Christmas now. And it's time for Double Dads episode 10. And we've got some stuff to talk about because it's been like a month.
Yeah. It's been a while.
I guess it feels like it's been forever, but it's only been a month. So I apologize to our dedicated fans, both of them.
Yes. We apologize to Ethan.
Diligent. Yeah. We see you out there. We're here. Cries.
We're back.
Anyways. So we got some stuff to talk about. And I wanted to start with some kid stories. But
all right. Let's hear it.
So Liam is 8 months old. He's starting to crawl. So that's the big update. I mean, it's not anything insane, but he's started to crawl. And he is, I can't do this. My head's in like a vice grip in this
That's
hat,
fine.
dude.
That's fine.
Christmas lives on.
You want yours back?
Yeah, this is not even mine.
Here.
It's for my wife.
I wear my hat.
Oh, what do you have a Christmas hat?
No.
Oh. Just gonna wear a normal hat?
Black hat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
there we go.
This is like Santa's is interviewing his like
yeah.
ex-convict friend.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, yeah. So Liam started crawling, and it's been funny to watch because he's been a little bit like up on his hands and knees since he was like 5 months old, and like strong enough to hold himself up and like push his knees, but his hands he didn't know how to use them.
Yeah.
So he just like push and then fall flat on his tummy and then start crying.
Yeah.
Because he couldn't move. And so finally, like literally yesterday, we had our own little personal Christmas, me and my wife and Liam, and we gave him some presents to open and stuff, and we gave him some toys to play with, and we were playing with those toys, and they were just out of reach, and he gets up, and he finally does like this, like with his hand,
Yeah.
and then moves his knee, and then the other hand, and scoots the knee, and it's all like really awkward looking. He's just like sliding along the ground like a zombie.
He crawled forward like 3 steps.
Yeah.
But that was like the first 3 steps he crawled forward.
Yep. It was pretty awesome.
Like everything before that was backwards.
Yep.
It was all like push away.
Yep.
It's pretty awesome.
So I'm happy to see that. So now this morning, I got up a little bit earlier and Liam was up. So I grabbed him. I just put him on the ground next to me in front of like a little fireplace. And he had like all of his toys around and books and stuff. And he just crawled around the basement, just like, I don't know, pulling on dangerous items. And I'm like, oh crap, I need to baby proof this house.
Yeah.
Because he's mobile, but no, not really. But he found a flashlight on the ground. He like found it. He's like pushing it around, and he crawls over to his little like baby cart, and he's like kind of pushing it on the wheels. And I was just sitting there playing video games.
And this is all like backwards crawling?
No, forwards crawling.
He was?
Yeah.
Oh.
All this morning before we got here, he was downstairs like crawling around.
No way.
Doing his thing. Not very fast.
What?
Like he went from here to like 4 feet over there, 2 feet over here. Like he was not too mobile, but... So I'm sitting there playing video games, and he's just like scooting around the basement, playing with stuff, all happy. I'm like, this is nice.
You played video games, and I played video games, and we didn't play together?
Play together? No. Sorry, man.
We could have won that Warzone match if you had hopped on.
Were you playing this morning?
Yeah.
Oh,
I played like 2 rounds with Jordan.
Dude, I didn't even know. He
texted me. He's at like 9. He's like, hey,
I'm up.
You awake? And I'm like, yeah. Do you want a game? Yeah, I'm logging in right now. Oh.
Dude, this is the dad life.
Yeah.
Like, it's 9 a.m. and we're awake, like, we got a moment. You know, the wife's asleep or...
The wife is shopping.
Yeah, exactly.
And the kids are supposed to be cleaning their room.
That was... I've been like... I still, even though, like, Liam's moving and there's a lot going on and, like, his life and there's a lot of busyness with Christmas and all this stuff, I'm still trying, like, I want to play some games around the holiday, like, you know, get some time off. And so I get this morning, like, I made like this huge tray of bacon. I like put it in at like 8 a.m. I baked like a ton of bacon. I took a few for myself, and like we had like this coffee cake thing. I didn't touch it. I grabbed something else from the fridge, and I like got the baby up, and he was happy. And I was like, yes, I can game because I've got like breakfast ready for the wife. And like I get the baby's like happy and she's asleep.
I've done
like,
all the responsibilities.
I've earned
and
it.
Yeah.
So like sit there.
You cannot complain at me.
And it's like not like she really cares. She doesn't care. But like I still feel kind of bad. Like just kind of like sucked into this game.
Yeah.
When like I have a baby and like,
family's priority.
I know, yeah.
Family's priority.
So, but I was kind of like laughing at myself. I'm like gaining like gaming time. I'm like earning it.
Yeah.
I'm like, she gets up. There's a ton of bacon in the kitchen. There's a coffee cake, and the baby's happy. And I like looked at her, and I was like, and I am gaming guilt free this morning. She just laughed. She just laughed.
That's awesome.
Anyways, so anyway, that's been fun. Liam's crawling his first Christmas. Gave a bunch of gifts, and it was fun. So
nice.
Oh yeah.
Did you give him more of those science children's books?
No, those are great though.
Baby's Guide to Quantum Physics or whatever?
Yeah, Newtonian physics for babies.
Yeah.
And quantum physics for babies. We gave him this like big mat. Like it's one of those mats with like the roads on it. You could drive cars on.
Oh, yeah.
But it's huge. It's like twice the size of like the ones that I had growing up. Like the little green one with the town
3x5
on it.
or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this one is like, it's like 4x8.
Ooh.
It's huge. So he's got this huge mat on there with a bunch of roads. And so we give him that and like a box full of.
So you're just going to like replace this rug with that rug?
No, it's downstairs right now.
Just kidding.
Yeah. Our actual like living room rug.
Yeah.
It's not quite this big, but it's probably okay. It's like 3x6. It just feels
3x6.
Yeah. It feels big because I put Liam on there and he's tiny on this giant mat. But he had
Baby's Guide to GTA.
Yeah, exactly. It's his intro.
Yeah.
His first open world.
Did you watch the GTA 6 trailer?
Oh yeah.
Terrible.
Oh man. Like I understand it's like a technical achievement.
Yeah.
And like I laughed.
It's just a horror fest though.
I know, dude. Well, it's and like I don't know. They're trying to. It's supposed to be like a Central Florida city.
Yeah.
It's pretty accurate.
Miami.
Yeah. It's like, I mean, for the most part,
Yeah.
It's all like blown out of proportion.
It was
obviously.
it was like a whatever Miami setting, but it felt more like an LA setting.
Well, the GTA 5 was supposed to be LA.
Yeah.
And they totally riffed on like the Los Angeles crazies too. So
yeah.
I feel like these games, I've never even played them. I've never played them once. Like, but I've been like aware of them. And I know that they like to take cities from real life and make a fictional version of it. And then like Los Santos was the last one. And this, I don't know what this is.
New Vegas.
Vice City, I think they call it.
Vice City?
No, that's something else.
New Vegas. That's Fallout.
Yeah.
Okay.
But anyways, so like the last one was LA and they just blew all the stereotypes from LA out of proportion. It's like just insane. And this one's like just the Florida version of that. That's
yeah.
Like, yeah. Which is, I don't know. You know, they can do what they want.
There's going to be, it's like an 18 plus rating, I think.
Is it?
And they're going to have like confirmation on like if you're 18 or not. And I heard that they might use like facial recognition to make sure that like you're old enough.
Like you have to submit a photo ID.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Like legit.
I am not at all interested in that game in any way.
I'm not either.
It looks just like, I don't know. I feel like I can't play that with a clean conscience.
No.
Like there's a certain.
I just look at the trailer. It's all like 75% of it was sex.
Pretty much.
Like legit.
I was disgusted just by the trailer. I'm like, I just can't, like, this doesn't look fun to me.
No.
So anyways, but it's kind of hilarious to me that there's like thousands of artists being paid, you know, 6-figure, 7-figure salaries, not 7 figures, that's executives, but you know, the people actually like creating the character models and the animations and stuff, like hundreds of people probably had several meetings to discuss like that girl twerking on a car.
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah.
And they all are wearing suits and they like, yes, give the people what they want.
Yeah.
It's like, what?
This is going to make them buy the game.
Some guy like put overtime in just to perfect the twerking. Like,
oh yeah. Physics.
It's so stupid, but it's also really funny to me just because of how stupid it is and that people are spending so much effort on this.
You know how they say like every TV show has like a sex scene in the first episode to get people hooked?
Is that what it is?
That's basically what this trailer was. That's what I feel like.
I don't know. I had the opposite reaction.
Although, yeah, that's like the exact opposite reaction for me with TV shows. Sex scene in the first episode, it's like, we're done.
I know.
Don't need to watch any more of this.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Like we have families, dude.
Yeah.
Like, we have kids and wives who we love and respect. And
Yeah.
like it just that can't be Like, I mean, not that being single makes it any better, but I think you should be, pairing for a good marriage your whole life.
Yes.
But like,
but you have
but
more,
especially now, like, I just feel like
you have more duty and respect and
there's
responsibility as a married man and
Totally.
father
totally,
that you don't have as a single person.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like, more than just you are affected by your decisions.
When you're single, you're responsible to God. When you're married, you're responsible to God, your wife, and your kids. So yeah.
Anyways, and there's so many good games to play. Like
The finals.
like just like perfection.
Here's my question: is the finals gonna last? Is it gonna be a
I don't
game
know.
that's in 5
No.
years? It's still like booming, or is this just like it's gonna last for like 6 months and then people are gonna kind of forget about it?
I predict it's like flash in the pan, kind of.
Yeah.
Like it's the hot thing right now, but it's really good. But there's 2 game modes, and
2
they're pretty
game
much the
modes and
same.
like 3 maps.
Yeah.
And like
So
3 guns.
like I feel like it's gonna just be, it's really fun right now, but I played a bunch of the beta. I played a bunch of that,
Mhm.
and then a few rounds, and now that's been released, and I liked it, but I haven't gone back.
The only thing that's gonna
In, like,
keep
a
it
week.
alive is quickly adding content.
Yeah.
If they don't add content within the next month, the game's dead.
Yeah.
It'll be dead.
Yep. And so they need like a map to drop or a new game mode, or dude, like a 4th class.
Mm-hmm.
Give us like a sniper class or something.
Yeah.
Like something like that. I know that the headlight can be a sniper, but it's not really like useful. It's
not really a sniping game.
No one runs sniper.
It's a run and gun game.
But so it's really simple right now, and I like that about it. But yeah, I'm already feeling kind of like bored of the same thing.
Yeah.
It's still fun. I'm still gonna play it.
2 modes,
but
right?
Yeah.
2 modes, 3 maps, and the 3 maps have different day and night cycles.
I guess, yeah. So there's 6,
settings.
There's 6 maps, but barely.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know. It
was really fun though.
Yep. It's a good time.
Check it out. It's free if you have a current gen console or a PC.
Yeah. Yep.
If you don't, it's not free.
It's a good time. So, yes. Speaking of gaming, you just built a gaming PC. Between last episode and now, I think the last episode you're like, I just need to build a gaming PC, and now you have it.
And now I have
had it for like a week.
And now I'm broke.
Yeah, that's the way it goes.
Just kidding.
Welcome to PC gaming.
Yeah.
But it's fun.
I love it. I was playing Warzone this morning.
Some people restore classic cars.
Yeah.
They're both equally levels of brokenness, but
Yeah. They will both financially destroy you.
financial ruin.
I was playing. My PC's not like high end.
It's
It's
pretty
nice. It's nice.
good. Mid to high end.
Yeah. I was playing Warzone, maxed out everything at 125 frames per second.
That's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was
Yep.
pretty psyched about
You
that.
you have a 7th or 9th gen i7. I think 9th gen i7
9th gen
processor.
i7,
You got a
7,
4060 Ti
Gigabyte.
GPU, by gigabyte. Nice cooler on there.
2 terabyte Samsung
You got the 990 Pro.
hard drive.
Yep. The good NVMe. You got 16
I have
gigs
what?
of RAM.
No, I have 32 gigs of RAM.
32 gigs of RAM.
It's
Sweet. Okay.
it's
Yeah.
Four,
It's 8 gigs.
8 gigs.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is why, like, I'm glad. This is why I'm glad you got those parts, because the CPU and the RAM and the like everything around your graphics card are going to be great for like a decade.
Yeah.
Probably. Well, okay, that might be a little bit of a stretch, but you can just, in 4 or 5 years, when it starts to, when new games you're getting like 40 FPS instead of 140.
Yeah.
You can just swap out the graphics card.
Right.
And you can just like, and it's not like a whole thing where like you need to reinstall everything, or it's a new box. You have to throw the old box away. Like, it's not a completely new Xbox. It's like, you don't have to wait 8 years for a new generation.
Yeah.
You could upgrade next year if you want and get a boost, but it won't be a huge boost because it's every year they upgrade PC instead of every 7 to 10 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I like the flexibility of it. And I think you got a good build where you can upgrade it little bits at a time,
Yeah.
and then right now it's great.
My monitor is decade proof.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah. 165 hertz. I was playing Halo at 165 hertz.
Yep.
So
It's got to feel better than the old Xbox.
it does. It's
It's like 8 times the frame rate you're getting on that.
My brother was over last week and he was playing Apex in the one room. Yep. And I was playing Apex on the PC. Yep. And like the difference between the PC and the One X, dude, like even graphically was like insane.
So it looks better, and just once you see this, like once you see 165 frames per second and you play that for a while, there's no going back, dude.
No,
there's nothing left.
No,
if you see,
and you go back to like 50 frames, it's like
even 60 is like, oh, okay, but dude, 30, dude, it can't be done.
Dude,
like,
all games were like 30 back in like 2012.
I know, dude.
That was like the standard.
I'm so glad that consoles are now 60 most of the time.
Yeah.
Anyways, so yeah.
Jordan just bought a Series X.
Did he?
He bought it for $350.
Walmart. Got that Walmart deal?
No, it was a dude on Facebook. But Walmart last week, $350.
I know.
That's insane.
It's so cheap.
That is an insane deal.
It's really good. I was slightly tempted.
$150
I
off.
Don't need it at all, but just because of that price, dude.
You need it for the DVD player.
I do. Okay, that's what I was thinking, because I need a Blu-ray player, and it's like the dude.
A Blu-ray player is as expensive as an Xbox.
4K Blu-ray player is like $150 to $200 for the bare minimum player. Mm-hmm. And then like so.
And it probably doesn't like support Dolby and stuff.
I was looking at ones that support. Wow, I guess I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude. And then I saw that I'm like $350, and it's like it might be worth just.
Were you looking at like a Blu-ray player or a 4K player?
It's a 4K player.
Okay.
It's a 4K player.
Not a Blu-ray 4K upscale?
No, not upscale. I was looking for that. It was a 4K. I wanted 4K, HDR, 10 plus, all that stuff.
Yeah.
But it's, yeah. So anyways, but I don't want an Xbox. I have a PC, so I'll be able to play all those games anyways.
Mm-hmm.
So I would literally never use it for the Xbox part of it.
Mm-hmm.
And so like, even though it's a great deal, it doesn't make sense for me.
Right.
If there's a similar deal on a PlayStation, I'd consider it, because that's still 4K Blu-ray player. It's exactly the same disk drive. It's the same Sony disk drive in both.
Yeah.
But then there's games I'd want to play on PlayStation that aren't on Xbox or PC.
Really?
Yeah. So like God of War Ragnarok, Horizon, those games.
Horizon,
Spider-Man 2.
I think the first Horizon is on PC.
The first one is. Yep.
Not the second one.
Not the second one.
But I'm sure it'll release.
In a couple years, probably.
Yeah.
But those are games I really like, and I'd be tempted to pick up a PS5 if they have a $350 deal. I'd probably do it.
Oh yeah.
But anyways,
for sure.
So yeah, that's awesome. He got a Series X.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good system, especially for $350, dude.
The one thing that's like kind of buggy about PC is like the Xbox app.
Oh yeah.
I feel like the Xbox app is.
I don't know why. Why does Microsoft everything? The worst parts about PC are Microsoft, and that's like what you get.
That's like what it runs off of.
Windows is a buggy mess. Like, dude, you've already had audio problems. Everyone who has a PC has had audio
problems. Yeah. I had to get my audio right for playing with Jordan this morning he was playing on Xbox. So I opened my Xbox game bar to like chat with him and voice chat. And I had to go into like the deep like settings in the Xbox app and like figure out my mic. And my mic was like turned all the way off. And I'm like, why? Why is this like set for off?
Control panel. Yeah, it's a mess, dude.
Yeah,
it's a mess. I
got it working, but
you can always get it working, but there's like you're like 10 menus deep to figure it out.
The settings go very deep. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
which is I think part of the draw for Windows and PC.
Yeah, you can make any combination of things work.
Mm-hmm.
But it might take a bit of.
You can do whatever you want. It's just going to take you a long time to learn how to do anything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But
anyways, finals has been fun. Me and my younger brother have been playing through the Avatar game, and that's actually been pretty fun. You probably haven't even heard of it.
Co-op? Oh, I have heard of it. I've seen Jack Frakes play a bunch of it.
Oh, okay, that's right. It's 2-player.
Oh, well, that's nice.
We played a couple missions together. You can run around, open world.
Does it look good?
It's the best graphics I've ever seen.
Really?
Yep. It's the best I've ever seen. So I'll show it to you later, maybe.
Free? Is it free?
No, it's not. But I got a month of their subscription thing, and I'm almost done with it. It's a short game, so like it's not too long, but it's really pretty and it's really fun for what it is.
Mm-hmm.
But I really like the graphics. It's like the first game that I feel like is actually stressing my system out.
I should check it out later.
Yeah, It looks insane.
Okay.
It is literally the best I've ever seen in my entire life.
Huh.
There are
Interesting.
dude,
Just like the movies.
yeah, pretty much. I think it looks better than the first movie.
Yeah.
It's really good. So, and the story's crap. Voice acting's not good.
Did you watch the second movie?
I did.
What'd you think?
I liked it.
Okay.
It was entertaining. It's long and
They're both entertaining.
it's long and
Wow.
kind of, well, yeah.
They're both like entertaining. There's just like no substance. You know what I mean?
The second one had more substance than the first.
They're
first one-
entertaining. I just don't feel anything.
yeah, exactly. The second one's a little better. It has a better story. There's more going on, but it's still kind of cringe. Like there's just a little bit of cringe going on. Like it's like James Cameron doesn't really know like how people are. Like he tries to make like there's like this group of like young Navi guys, and they're like, oh, we're like part of the resistance now. And then there's like a human kid who like was raised with them,
Yeah.
and so he's like running around like a
feral wolf.
yeah, kind of like a feral
Yeah.
child, like pretending he's one of them.
Yeah.
And they're all like broing together, like they say like "cuz" all the time. What up, cuz? And it's really cringe. It's just like sitting there, like, what am I watching?
Yeah.
And it's really weird. But besides that, it's really pretty.
Really good graphics.
It's really pretty.
Really cool
and,
underwater stuff.
like the last hour is like really good action.
I need to watch it again. I seen it once in theaters
Okay.
when it first came out.
Second one,
Yeah.
which worth a watch.
And I haven't
I
seen
don't
it
know.
again.
It's worth a
I
watch.
deleted my Disney Plus account,
Oh yeah.
so don't have access
fine.
to it.
Oh, anyways, the game's fun though. Just because of the world is really good. So it's open world, and the environment is the best I've ever seen.
Okay.
So it's like a jungle. It's like the Avatar planet, Pandora, whatever.
Yeah.
It's just really really pretty.
What was Pandora? Wasn't it like a moon around Jupiter
I think so.
in the movies?
I don't remember.
Okay.
No substance. Can't remember anything.
I don't really know.
So that's been fun, and we played a little bit of Warzone. We talked about the new map in Warzone. It's been kind of fun. I feel like it's a good update.
Yeah, well they like revamped the game.
It's pretty polished.
Like it's not really like Warzone 2.0. It's like Warzone MW3 now.
Yeah.
Like they set me back to rank 1, like level 1.
Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. So
Before I was
it
like level
wiped
like
too, huh?
I don't know, I was like level 80
They
or
wiped you up on
100.
progress?
No, I think I was like 120. So they sent me back to like level 1.
Okay.
They like I couldn't tweak any of my loadouts till level 4. Even though I had like previous
Oh.
loadouts.
I kind
Already
of like
built
that.
up.
They did like a full wipe of everything.
Yeah. I mean I like it too.
For me, that doesn't make a difference because I was already at like level 1.
Yeah.
I had nothing anyways.
Yeah.
I literally didn't notice because nothing changed for me. But I feel like the movement and like the changes they made, it feels better. It feels more polished. The movement's good. The gunplay's good. It
Yep.
feels like they just
It does feel cleaner and smoother.
which is such a weird
Than
word to
ever
use on a
before.
game. It feels clean, like, but if you play it and you played the old one, everything feels like faster, more responsive. I feel like my inputs, like if I tried to like slide and then like 360 and pull out my gun, like I feel like before it would take like a half second for everything to respond.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like they did a good job with it. I tried the free weekend of Modern Warfare 3 because they had the whole game for free last weekend. Dude, trash.
Terrible.
I kind of thought maybe zombies would be fun. Maybe. I played like 5 minutes and it's literally Outbreak.
But like discount Outbreak.
It's like free to play Outbreak.
But like it looked kind of boring.
It's super boring. It was just,
Like Outbreak in Cold War is fun because it's kind of like not really set in reality.
I guess. Well, this is the same thing. It's kind of like everything's kind of like alien, and there's like
Okay.
weird electrical storms come through, and like, but it's literally the same. So I'm really glad I did not buy that stupid game, dude. $70. I almost bought it just because the other ones were good. I'm glad I waited.
Yeah.
I'm really glad I waited. So, did you see? Did you see what the guy who plays Kratos in God of War said at the Game Awards?
No.
You know?
You would say
Did you see anything about the Game Awards show that went on?
IGN's?
No, it's called the Game Awards.
Oh.
IGN probably broadcast it, but
Okay.
they like label Game of the Year, and there's like a bunch of game reveals and stuff that happen. So
What was Game of the Year?
Game of the Year was Baldur's Gate 3.
I don't know anything about it.
Okay, well, it's like one of the most well-reviewed games of all time, I think. It's not really my style. It's like a top-down like strategy game kind of, or like RPG. So I don't know. Apparently, it got good reviews because the story is like incredible, and you can totally change the story by like killing off characters or doing like the branching paths actually change what's going on.
Yeah.
And the voice acting apparently is really good. So it won a bunch of awards for that. I haven't played it yet, but there was the guy who did the voice of Kratos in God of War got up and had like a little thing, and his whole thing was like the last year he won an award for best voice actor, and his voice is insane. It's really good.
Yeah.
So he did a great job. He deserved the award, but he got up there and he gave like an 8-minute long speech. It was super long. It's like the longest one in the history of that show.
Yeah.
And so he gets up this year. They invite him back, just like almost as a joke, because it's kind of like they're just kind of like making a meme out of it. He gets back up there and he's like, "I want to present the award," and immediately like music starts playing, and like they're like playing him off the stage, and they're like moving on to the next thing. And he's like, "You mother!" And everyone's just like laughing. It's pretty funny.
What?
So then he gets up and he's like, "Well, fun story. My 8-minute speech from last year was longer than this year's Call of Duty campaign, so that's good." And dude,
legit.
Like, they cut to like a shot of the guys from Sledgehammer Games, and they're like,
"Do we
like,
smile?"
"Oh." And he's like, "Yeah, the company."
That's probably not Sledgehammer's fault, though. It's
No,
Activision's
it's
fault
not. It's
pushing
not.
these demands on them.
But dude, it was pretty harsh though.
Yeah.
Then he's like, another company I'll never work for. Anyways, let's move on to the next thing.
Ooh. Ouch.
Apparently a bunch of them got like really pissy on Twitter about it. And like a bunch of the developers were like, "We worked hard on this," and like,
yeah,
"Your game trash, bro.
But
get over it."
you should know your game is trash and unfinished.
Yeah. So
okay, your game isn't even a game. It's DLC. Okay, it's legit DLC.
I know. It's a battle pass.
Yeah, it's a content update.
Anyways, that was funny. I got a kick out of that. Anyways, I think that's all I've got for gaming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at the new like things they added to Warzone. They added like a bunch of stuff, a bunch of grenades, vehicles.
I like it. I like the
drones, new map. The new map, Kazakhstan?
Something.
Kazakhstan? It was pretty cool. It's a pretty cool map.
It's a good map.
It is a good map. It's big.
It's a good refresh.
It's like a giant city. There's not really like any countryside.
It's true.
There's a couple like areas that are almost like parks.
Yeah.
But there's not like wilderness.
Yeah, there's a lot less open fields. That's good though, right?
I think so.
I feel like I just kept getting sniped in a field.
Yeah.
In the other Warzone.
Yeah.
Map. I forget what it's called because they did it's not the original map. Yeah.
I would like them to keep Al Mazrah though. I don't know if it's in the rotation.
Can you switch? Can you like decide a map to play, or you get the map?
No, well,
the Warzone map.
It's like rotational.
Okay.
Like,
because I know they had the first one, which I forgot what it's called.
Verdansk,
yeah. And then but
that was Warzone 1.
Yeah.
And then they deleted that game. And then brought the maps back.
I feel like, man, I wish you could just play the old maps.
Well, didn't they bring the map back in Modern Warfare 3 campaign? Wasn't the whole campaign like on the Verdansk map?
No, I think it was Urzikstan.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Literally everything in Modern Warfare 3 was that map, except for the multiplayer, which was Modern Warfare 2 2009 maps remastered.
That's lazy.
And the zombies in the campaign all were like pieces of Urzikstan with objectives and voice acting and a cutscene in between, dude. Trash.
Yeah, but they weren't even like, weren't they just like random cutscenes? It wasn't even like.
Well, they like.
There was no like build.
Okay,
up to it.
Spoiler alert if you care at all, but like they kill off characters.
They kill off.
Spoiler. They killed off Soap. Who's like,
when it was supposed to be like Ghost and Price, right? And then they kill off General Shepard.
Well, that.
But in the first MW2 game, Price kills Ghost and Price. I
don't remember the MW2. Soap kills. No, does he? I don't remember. It's been so long. I just know I know Shepard dies in the end.
Yeah, Shepard
it's
kills
way-
Ghost and Price.
But in Modern Warfare 3,
But
it's
this
like
one-
a cutscene.
Makarov kills Soap.
Oh, really? See,
Yeah.
it's all scrambled. I don't even know anymore.
It's like a reboot.
Who killed Shepard in the original one? MTV2, 2009.
Did anyone kill him?
Who killed?
Ooh, ouch.
Are you right?
Yeah.
You just pop a disc. Jonathan
Pop something.
Shepard. Well, okay. I'm trying to see. Okay. Shepard in the old game, in the original Modern Warfare 2, Shepard kills Ghost and Roach.
Doesn't he kill Price too?
Oh no, hang on. He kills them both with a gun.
Yeah, like a helicopter lands in a field, and he shoots Ghost, and then he shoots you, and aren't you Price? Or maybe you're someone else.
Yeah, okay. You're Roach.
Oh, okay.
So Roach and Ghost get shot and dumped in like a body pit and lit on fire.
Yeah.
And then I remember that scene. Dude, I was like 14 playing that game. I was like,
I remember being like 8 playing Black Ops 2 campaign at my brother-in-law's house, and the dude gets like trapped in that burning car. He's like slamming against the glass while his like face is like getting melted off, and I'm like, what is the game? This is terrifying.
In the end of Modern Warfare 2, you kill Shepard.
This new one.
No, well, in the new one, yeah. I'm talking about the old one.
So the old one, you kill Shepard.
The old one, you the player. I forget who you're playing as. It's been a long time.
Probably Price.
I think so. But you've like take the action, which is, man, that's another scene like I'll never forget, because he comes out of the helicopter and you just like the whole game makes you hate him so much. He kills everyone you love.
Ghost.
And he like destroys everybody, and he's like just the worst. And at the beginning, he's like your friend. He's like your commanding officer.
Yeah.
So you follow him. It's such a good story, dude. Where did they go wrong? It was so good back then. I've been playing
music.
I know. I've been playing through the old campaign again. It's a good time. At the end, and you like pull out your knife and you throw it and like hits him in the eye, and he like bleeding everywhere and like falls on the ground, and that's like the most like, I'm like,
can you burn him then too?
I know. Yeah. Retribution.
The new Modern Warfare 3 in the store, you can buy the Hans Zimmer music pack.
You have to buy the music
from Modern Warfare 2, the old one.
I could just open Spotify and play it.
Yeah, but you're gonna have it in the background of your game.
I don't know, man. It's kind of a mess. Hopefully the next ones are better, but I feel like this is like a low point. I feel like they need to reset. They need to reset and do better next time, because people aren't.
They need to take 3 years off. Focus on this game, since it was just DLC. Make it. Just give us 2 years of updates on this game, and then come out with a new Black Ops game.
I wonder how it sold. It probably still sold really well, though. That's the problem, dude.
Sure, it made $1 billion still.
Let's see. This is Xbox numbers. November 2023, top 20 best-selling premium games. From the Nintendo eShop, PlayStation, Steam, Xbox platform. Okay, so let's see. I wonder where these numbers are pulling from.
Can you just Google how much money has MW3 made?
Well, the number one selling game was Modern Warfare 3, followed by Spider-Man 2. So, I don't know.
How much money has MW3 made? What? It has sold over 30 million copies.
I think that's still really good.
You guys are emboldening these.
It is the number
developers.
one. Yeah, it's still the number one. I think it's because it's the same reason that like sports games are always like the number within the top 10. Because we care, and we like learn about these things and watch YouTube videos and subscribe to Jack Frags and like all this stuff.
Jack Frags.
And I know, but like we look at this stuff and we're like, we care at all. Like if Call of Duty is worse than like the last one, we're like, no, they did this to us. Dude, there's like millions of people who do not care. and they go down.
Oh,
They
yeah.
go down to Target or Walmart or GameStop, and they grab a copy and they go home and they play Modern Warfare 3 for the next 10 weekends in a row.
It's like the people that just consume like Marvel movies.
Yeah,
It's like
they always sell. So
the last 10 Marvel movies have been pretty trash, but people, they still like make $1 billion just because
it's Marvel.
it's Marvel.
People go see them.
Yeah. And they don't
So-
really care about the story. They just want to watch action.
Yeah, and like that's like, dude, that's what Call of Duty's doing. They're selling. They're one of the most wide appeal games on the planet. And so of course they're gonna sell a bunch. Even though like us gamers, so like there's like 10 of us in the corner, like we want better. Like you failed.
Yeah.
And even IGN's giving them low scores.
I
like,
think there's this year, especially with this new Call of Duty, I think there was a lot of backlash.
well, I think there'll be some lag. This year it was backlash, but
Well,
next year people aren't gonna buy it. I
Every time Call of Duty comes out with a trailer, they just get ratioed.
hope. Dude, yes. Right now on the Steam store, Modern Warfare 3 has an overwhelmingly negative review,
I'm sure.
I think. Let's read some of these reviews. Where is here we go. Modern Warfare 3, its current ranking is mostly negative, okay, based on 6,000 reviews. Let's read some of these. Jeez. Let's read some Steam reviews. The top most upvoted review on Steam. My favorite part was when Price said it's pricing time and priced on everyone. $70. It's great. Oh man, it's the $70 DLC.
I love the reviews where it's like, this is definitely one of the games of the year.
Yeah, it's one of the games of all time.
Yeah. Definitely one of the games of all time.
Yeah, dude. I want my money back. Go buy Lethal Company. Agreed. Made my hair recline.
What?
Oh man, the same game about every year since 2013. Yep, pretty much. Anyways, we could rant on COD the rest of the day, I think.
Oh,
but
yeah.
Let's see. All right, let's move on. It's Christmas.
Christmas.
It's
Okay,
Christmas.
top 3 Christmas movies.
Oh, my
You have
personal
to watch every year.
top 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
Doesn't have to be in any order.
It's a Wonderful Life.
Mm-hmm.
White Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
And it kind of changes every year, but there's some Christmas cartoon
Mm-hmm.
or like Christmas comedy.
Mhm.
I feel like I've watched Home Alone too many times. It's wore out.
Me too.
And it's just the same joke over and over again, really.
It's,
Guy gets
kinda
hit, he
slapstick
falls down the stairs.
humor.
Oh,
It's not really witty.
yeah. So recently, the last couple of years, it's been the Grinch from like 2020 or whatever, like the new animated Grinch.
I love that one.
It's like one of my favorite Christmas movies.
Yeah.
So that's like my new cozy, like, yeah. So those 3, I think those 3 are my top. Yeah, those are ones I watch every year, just without thinking about it.
yeah.
So
Yeah. Definitely for me, It's a Wonderful Life is number 1.
Oh, yeah.
For sure. And then, yeah, it kind of rotates between, I grew up with the Muppet Christmas Carol.
Oh yeah,
We'd watch that every Christmas Eve.
that's good too.
That was a pretty good one. And like Elf. I love Elf.
Yeah,
I love that new Grinch movie.
Yep.
White Christmas is a classic.
Yep.
A new one that Sarah and I watched last year, Violent Night.
Yes, I need to watch this
Ooh.
with you.
It's like
I want to watch this so
if
bad.
John Wick became Santa
Yes.
Claus, bro. It's so good. It's
I can't
so
wait
good.
I can't wait to watch it with you.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it.
We'll watch it.
Yes, we will. We need to do it.
It's good stuff.
I'm excited to check it out. It might be my new favorite.
It's
So I love
it's
John Wick,
very
dude.
violent, good action, but
Yeah.
like it's got humor too.
Okay, that sounds
And
perfect.
Christmas spirit. You know?
Yeah, dude, that's like everything I love in one movie.
Yeah.
That's all I've ever wanted.
Christmas
Who
and
would've thought,
violence?
like-
What?
I love Christmas and I love John Wick. I never thought those two would cross, and here we are.
Yeah.
I'm so there for it. So,
Why don't we talk about Grandpa's music,
yeah, let's do
and then we'll close with a little Christmas.
Yep.
Christmas special.
Sure, sounds good. Yeah, welcome to the Christmas episode.
Christmas episode.
Double
We'll get to it. We'll get to it.
So I want to play for us, and maybe we could even have this like going in the background while you read your Christmas.
Sure.
Because we're gonna talk about Christmas and what it actually means. It's more
Yeah.
than just Amazon,
More than just Amazon.
despite what my Amazon history might show.
Yeah.
Actually, I think he's here now. Just kidding. Um, So one thing that's cool this year, and dude, we should bring like a speaker or a soundbar or something to Christmas, Walsh Christmas, and play this. Have this playing in the background.
I have a JBL Bluetooth speaker.
That would work.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do that.
Okay.
Because we talked about like doing like a slow dance with all the couples to Grandpa Walsh's music. Might be kind of fun, kind of cozy.
Yeah.
All us marrieds. The kids can just watch and whatever.
They're like that anyways.
So anyways, we talked about this a couple episodes ago, but we have swing dance music composed and performed by our wife's great grandpa in 1946, I think the year was.
For anyone who doesn't know, Andrew and I married sisters.
Yes.
But we are not brothers. Well, now we're brothers.
We're brothers-in-law.
We're buddies since like the age of 6.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
We basically grew up together, went to the same church.
Yep.
Saw each other like all the time.
Worked together.
Yep. We had the same job. We both worked for your dad for a long time.
Yeah.
And then now we are married to sisters.
We can't get away from each other now.
No.
We're locked in.
Now it's legally
locked
binding.
in. Yeah.
So yes, our wives' great grandpa. So he composed this music. He composed it himself, and was also one of the members of this band. So all the music was.
Do we know what he played in this band?
I don't know.
Okay.
I think he sang and he played saxophone.
Nice.
But I should clarify that. But anyways, we talked about this, but there's one living recording left on a cassette tape that was converted from like a huge spool of magnetic tape that someone recorded in a live venue in like the 50s. No, it was in the 40s. It was recorded in the 40s.
Yeah, like right after World War II,
The original source, yeah.
Or was it right before World War II started?
It was 1946, so right after.
Dang.
So 1946, they played a set at a dinner theater, or like a dinner, not dinner theater, but like a dinner, like it was a restaurant with a live music stage. And they played like an hour and a half. So we have like an hour and a half of music that was converted from magnetic tape to a cassette tape that sat in our wife's grandpa's like storage cabinet forever. Mm-hmm. It's the only remaining copy of this music that his dad wrote because he never played for them. Like he never played for his family because he was self-conscious or whatever.
Dang.
So he was, for whatever reason, he never played for them, but he was incredibly good. And this is like, he was really talented. Like he wrote this music without any formal training. And like weird stuff like they've talked about where like his great granddaughter, one of our wives' aunts, I forget which one.
Okay.
It's either Bethany or Melinda, but they like kind of have like the same knack for writing music, and they showed like a song they composed to grandma, and she immediately recognized like the handwriting and like everything looked exactly like the great grandpa. It was weird.
Interesting.
It's like genetic. It's like genetic talent.
Just give them a soundboard.
Yeah. Anyways, so I'll play some swing jazz from the 40s. And while I'm doing that,
hopefully
you can read about Christmas.
Sure.
Unless you want to react to some of this first.
Yeah, let's listen to it. Let's listen to a minute.
One of the first songs, and I'll put this in the background, like a higher quality version. So, yeah, it's cozy.
This could be a Nemo's dreamscape.
I know. Just see the rain hitting the window.
With low voices in the background. Is it picking it up?
Well, I'm going to add it later. I actually don't want it to pick it up.
Oh, okay.
So I want to be able to hear myself. So this is not picking up that, but I'm going to add it over top of this. Once we edit this together, so.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's so cozy. I just love this. It's great. It's really well done, too. If you told me this was a professional recording, I would have believed you. Or like
yeah, who was recording it?
I don't know.
Did they just take a cassette tape and like put it right next to them and press record?
Not at the time. Cassettes didn't exist. Cassettes came around in the 80s.
Oh, yeah.
It was
right.
Someone had recording equipment with, I'm assuming, like, I don't know what they would use to record back then. Wax.
Yeah.
I think it was on like, I don't know, in the 40s? What'd you record on in the 40s? I have no idea what the technology was like at the time. Recording techniques from the early 40s. Let's see. Recording medium was probably something other than tape, probably direct to a lacquer disc. Interesting.
Oh,
Fully analog.
So was it like a record that had like
it's like etched by a
wet lacquer or like sticky lacquer, and they like had a needle that, I don't know.
I do not know. I'm looking at a
almost like a mold.
So,
I don't know.
Apparently in 1945, according to Wikipedia, in 1945, magnetic tape started becoming a technology because it was invented in Germany in 1945. Interesting. What if it was developed for like the war?
Germany.
Dude. The technology was invented in the 30s, but remained restricted to Germany, where it was widely used in broadcasting until the end of World War II.
Propaganda.
Maybe. They're holding that technology to themselves. Magnetic tape proved another dramatic leap in
But
audio.
we had recording. We had recording equipment back then.
Must have been.
So just not magnetic recording, or whatever that is. Magnetic tape. Is that what you said?
In the 1950s onwards, magnetic tape quickly became the standard medium. Yeah, we know that much. So interesting. So it could have been like the very first versions of tape recording, or like the last versions of like analog direct to like a record, or I don't know.
Yeah.
Really interesting part of history. This is part of history I'm really interested in now, but I never really thought about it until Grandma gave us this tape.
Yeah.
Like, oh, really? This is like ancient music? How in the world?
Yeah.
So anyway, now it's digital, so hopefully it's preserved.
This was probably like pop music back then.
It was, dude. Totally.
Yeah.
It's pop. It was what was pop. This was like what everyone was listening to.
I wonder like if like people like very conservative churchgoers would think that this music was like inappropriate.
I know. I wonder about
in the
that
same
too.
way that like Christians would think that, you know, like Rihanna's music is inappropriate.
Right.
You know?
I think that,
probably not, because there's nothing like dirty about this music.
Yeah. I think that
like it is today.
Yeah. I think there's a difference in the
like this is explicitly dirty nowadays.
I think there's a difference in the morality between Frank Sinatra singing about like his long lost love and Rihanna twerking on a stage, like it's, you know,
for sure,
singing about one night stands.
Yeah.
It's like I think there's a little bit of a difference in the subject matter.
Yeah.
But the style is popular. So I wonder if people thought that like this jazz music was sensual and like, you know, kind of erotic. You know, like was that the thought? It's really
probably not until like Marilyn Monroe. You know,
that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Don't know what it was like back then.
I don't either.
It's good music though.
I do love the music.
It's so good. It's like Tom and Jerry.
Dude, it totally is Tom and Jerry music. It makes me so happy. It's really, really, really well done.
Really well done.
I was like jaw dropped when I first heard it because I was not expecting.
You sent me that 5-second clip, and I was like,
"What?
What?"
Like, I knew it'd be good because I knew he was talented and he was a professional band and all that. But like, I've known other professional bands like in the family, and like they're good, but it's not like, you know, it's not like studio quality professional. Yeah. Like you can kind of tell it's, you know, it's a little bit amateur.
Yeah.
And not that I was expecting that from this, but I was not expecting it to be like
this could be played at like the Ritz.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was expecting it to be really good, but not like so good. It doesn't matter that this is family and like I have a personal tie to this. If you showed me this, I'd be like, this is amazing. I want the whole album. You know?
I want that on my YouTube music
playlist. A random person. This is going straight to my Spotify oldies playlist.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. For real.
Anyways, good stuff.
I like it. It's really good.
All right, let's hear your Christmas thing, man.
This is an article that I think it's the same article, My dad had found this years ago and read it to us, and it was really neat.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll just start reading.
Sounds good.
All right. The book of Micah is a prophetic book, both about the judgment of wicked nations and the restoration of God's people. Tucked between all these verses are references to the coming Messiah and the place he'd be born. Micah 5:2 specifically mentions the town of Bethlehem, also translated as Ephrathah, as the birthplace of Jesus. Micah 5:2, ESV version. I'm not reading that crap. You're going to get the real Bible here.
Amen, brother.
Just made people angry.
That's fine.
I know.
There's no way you could say any translation and people...
No, I think people just don't like the King James.
Is that the only one that gets hate? Is that the only one that gets hate? You're hating on the other ones right now.
It's the only one that gets hate because people like...
That's another topic for another day.
Yeah.
We can get into that. We can get into that.
All right. It doesn't matter. But to you, O Bethlehem Ephratah, though thou be little among the thousands of Judah, yet out of thee shall he come forth unto me, that is to be ruler in Israel, whose going forth have been from old, from everlasting. Therefore will he give them up until the time that she which travaileth hath brought forth. Then the remnant of his brethren shall return unto the children of Israel, and he shall stand and feed in the strength of the Lord, in the majesty of the name of the Lord his God. And they shall abide for now shall he be great unto the ends of the earth. It's the one they gave me here.
Mm-hmm.
However, Micah 4:8 contains an often overlooked reference to another place that is likely just as significant as the town in which the Savior would make his appearance on earth. Micah 4:8-10, and you, O tower of the flock, hill of the daughter of Zion, to you it shall come, the former dominion shall come. Kingship for the daughter of Jerusalem. Now why do you cry aloud? Is there no king in you? Has your counselor perished? That pain seized you like a woman in labor? Writhe and groan, O daughter of Zion, like a woman in labor, for now you shall go out from the city and dwell in the open country. You shall go to Babylon. There you shall be rescued, where the Lord will redeem you from the hands of your enemies. The tower of the flock, whose name in Hebrew is Migdal Eder, was a watchtower located on the road at Bethlehem. One of the main roads in Israel at that time was often called the King's Highway, for a good reason. It was a road that followed the top of the mountains. If you were traveling that road, you would have the advantage of knowing where an enemy was located, because they would be below you. It was a much more advantageous position than being in the valley, trying to see above. Watchtowers were located along that road in different towns, at times used militarily for the safety of country, and for notification throughout Israel of new moons and the beginning of biblical festivals. But one of their lesser-known uses to us also includes the watchtower being used to watch over large flocks of sheep. Migdal Eder was that tower in Bethlehem. Migdal Eder, meaning the tower of the flock, is mentioned earlier in the Bible. We see the account in Genesis 35:19 of Rachel giving birth to the youngest son of Israel, or Jacob. She dies after delivering Benjamin and is buried in the way to Ephrath. Ephrath is an ancient name used for the town later called Bethlehem. Genesis 35:21 relates that Israel, or Jacob, made his camp near the Tower of Eder and stayed there to mourn Rachel's death. This is the watchtower of Migdal Eder. If we look once again at the passages from Micah that speak of the location of the birth of the Messiah, there's another striking parallel that is revealed. Both speak specifically of childbirth in relation to Bethlehem and the tower of the flock, Migdal Eder. We also see childbirth, Rachel, related to the vicinity of this specific tower in Genesis 35. This tower was used by shepherds to keep watch and protect their flocks. The tract of land for the grazing of the sheep in the area was large, so the tower would be helpful when needed to assist in this task. Bethlehem means house of bread, due to it being the major producer of grains for the temple sacrifices at that time. It was also where the lambs for both daily and annual Passover sacrifices were born and raised. The shepherds that cared for these flocks would have been trained for their job because their task was enormous. You see, the sheep that were born here were destined to become sacrifices to the Lord. Bethlehem was the birthplace of these lambs, and since their final destination was being offered to the Lord in the temple at Jerusalem, special care had to be taken to make sure only those without blemish would be offered. Only perfect lambs would be acceptable. Temple ritual would have required the birthing place for these lambs to be ceremonial clean. So a lamb used for sacrifice would likely not be born in a dirty environment, as we would think of a stable in our Midwest mindset. Nor would there have been the mixing of swine or other animals considered unclean in the arrangement. According to these historic writings, underneath the watchtower itself was a cave-like lower portion. This is where the ewes would be taken to be protected and cared for while they delivered their newborn lambs. At some point, they would have to be examined by a priest to ensure they were fit for use as a sacrifice. I saw many articles claiming that newborn lambs were wrapped in strips of cloth called swaddling cloths to protect them immediately after birth. Luke 2:7-18 tells us explicitly about the shepherds and what happened when they heard the announcement of the birth of the Messiah. Verse 8 says they are in the same country. This doesn't mean they happen to also be in Israel. It literally means the rural area surrounding a town or a tract of land. So according to this, they would have already been nearby when they received the glorious announcement. Verse 12 alerts us to the sign by which the shepherds would know him. This will be a sign for you. You will find a baby wrapped in swaddling cloths and lying in a manger. A sign is defined as something by which a thing or a person is known. These two things would be the sign to know they were seeing the Messiah. The angel stated explicitly that this was a sign for the shepherds. We have no indication in this passage of scripture that the shepherds needed directions on where to find him. I believe they knew exactly where he was, since they would have been familiar with the process of caring for sacrificial lambs. And they would also have been aware of the prophecies about the birth of the Messiah. It would have made perfect sense to them that the newborn king, which would be born in the birthplace of lambs, destined to be sacrificed for sin of man, he, the ultimate sacrificial lamb, fits perfectly one translation of Migdal Eder given in a historical document, the anointed one, the flock of Israel. As I pondered both the account of Israel, or Jacob and Rachel, and Joseph and Mary, as they related to Migdal Eder, I wondered if there could be another connection. His still small voice said to me, "Look up the meanings of their names." So I did, and what I found totally stunned and excited me. A reading of Genesis 35 tells us that God renames Jacob, giving him the new name Israel. Israel builds an altar and calls the name of the place Bethel. Genesis 35:17-20 gives us the short story. After they left Bethel and were nearing Bethlehem, Rachel went into labor. Genesis 35:17-20 says, "And when her labor was at its hardest, the midwife said to her, 'Do not fear, for you have another son.' And as her soul was departing, for she was dying, she called his name Benoni, but his father called him Benjamin. So Rachel died, and she was buried on the way of Ephrath, that is Bethlehem, and Jacob set up a pillar over her tomb. It is a pillar of Rachel's tomb, which is there to this day." Here are the meanings of the names involved in this account. Bethel, house of God. Israel, God prevails. Rachel means a ewe. Benoni means son of my sorrow, and Benjamin means son of the right hand. I immediately saw a parallel between both these births recorded in Scripture, both in Bethlehem, both related to the tower of the flock of Migdal Eder. Rachel the ewe is carrying her little lamb, who leaves the house of God to be born in Bethlehem, the house of bread. When children were born in biblical times, they were often named by the circumstances in which they were born. Knowing she would be dying, Rachel named her little lamb Benoni, son of my sorrow. But Israel, God prevails, renamed him Benjamin, son of my right hand. In a striking parallel, we see Mary carrying the Son of God himself, a gift straight from the house of God. He is born as the Lamb of God to take away the sin of the world in the place called Bethlehem. He called himself the bread of life, born in the house of bread. When Joseph and Mary took Jesus to the temple for his dedication at around 40 years old, according to the law, Simeon makes a statement to Mary. And Simeon blessed them and said to Mary, his mother, "Behold, this child is appointed for the fall and rising of many in Israel, and for a sign that is opposed. And a sword will pierce through your own soul also, so that thoughts from many hearts may be revealed." A sword will pierce through your own soul also. This child will become the son of sorrow for Mary, just as Benoni was for Rachel. But oh, the love of the Father that said no. Although there would certainly be sorrow, that is not how he will be named. He is the son of the Father's right hand. God's accuracy is so incredible. I pray that we can all slow down and realize what a gift we have been given in Jesus our Messiah and rejoice in his provision for us.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Dude, there's so much detail.
Yeah.
Like,
what I found fascinating was like the detail and like accuracy of like where Jesus was born and the meaning of it,
Yeah, it's all connected. If you look behind the scenes, you can see like every little piece connects back to it. Even the names.
Jesus came as a perfect lamb, sacrificed for our sins, and he was born. We're all perfect lambs to be sacrificed.
The place
born.
to be.
Shepherds knew where to find him because they're the ones that raised. So apparently, the shepherds were Levitical shepherds, and their only job was to raise lambs to be sacrificed.
Oh, got it. That was all.
These were the shepherds that the angels came to. So the angel said, "Swaddling cloths, lying in a manger," and they knew right where to go.
Like, oh yeah, the place where all the other lambs to be slain are.
Yeah,
that's amazing, dude.
Really cool.
That's so cool. And I love when people like take the time to study and like go beyond like what's written in the text and see the deeper meaning and stuff, like especially the names. Like, dude, even the name changing. Yeah. From what was it, like God or man of my sorrow to man of my right hand? Yeah. Something like that. Like something right hand. Like, dude, that's like right there is like the death and resurrection. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah. Super cool.
Yeah.
So little Christmas message to share with you.
Thanks for that, man.
Yeah.
That's good. Christmas is more than just gifts. In fact, it has nothing to do with gifts.
It's the gift of our Messiah.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with physical gifts between...
No carnal gifts.
Between friends. Yeah, exactly. But everything to do with the gift of eternal life.
Yes. So.
Amen, brother.
Amen. I remember growing up, my dad would be like, why do we give each other gifts? And our answer was, because we can't give Jesus the gifts, we give each other gifts. Nice. He's like, yep, that's correct.
That's awesome. Nice.
So when you give someone a gift for Christmas, remember that God gave us Jesus. That's the greatest gift.
Ultimate gift.
Yeah.
Any gifts we give are just a reflection of that.
That's right.
And it should be to show our love for the other person, just like God showed his love for us.
That's right. Love it.
Yeah, man. All right. That's our show.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Thanks for tuning in. Dude, episode 10.
Oh, episode
10 of these things.
Hey, double digits.
It's also been a hot minute since the last month.
Oh, so it has been. We've been so freaking busy though, bro.
I know. It's just the way things go. Now that Christmas is here and winding down, hopefully we can get back into these and some more content for our channel and our...
We'll get some more content out this week, later this week.
And our dozens of fans. Yes. 2 dozens.
Ooh.
2 dozens fans.
Let's make it 30. We're so close. One away. Just takes one of you.
That's right. Thanks for tuning in. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. And have a Happy New Year.
Amen, brother.